Hello, everyone. Happy Friday, everyone. Just waiting for more people to join in. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a great day. Just waiting for more people to join in. You guys know this song? It's so great. So it's a beautiful day here in Montreal. So it's very exciting. So I'm very excited about the weather. So hope you guys are actually good where you are. I'm gonna get started in a few minutes. All right, so this song is called Pump Me Up from Croatia. Such a great song. I love it. Such a great song. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's beautiful here in Montreal. It's sunny. And, it gives you a lot of energy, right? So even though we are confined, I hope you guys are, walking to the park each and every day and taking some fresh air just to keep the circulation going. And as they say, motion creates emotion, right? So when your body's in motion, when you're moving and you're breathing and you're just, being one with, with life and nature and connecting with nature and just looking at the beauty of this beautiful planet, it definitely helps you in terms of getting more control of your energy and being able to be more present and joyous and happy in whatever you do. So happy Friday, everyone. So if you guys are tuning in for the first time, my name is Ruth Dorsainville. I'm doing right now, it's called the Recruiting with Ruth live show. And what we do is that we're helping individuals to navigate throughout this particular period to show them how to start a business online. More specifically, recruiting business online. However, these principles work for all the business, and we want to be able to help you in terms of being able to create income for yourself so that, if something like this were to happen, like another crazy thing that happened just now from the COVID period, you actually have some leverage in terms of being able to have control of one thing, which is you, and being able to understand the market, understand how business work online, and how to be able to navigate through this so that you are able to, create wealth for yourself, your family, and your loved ones, right? And also have that freedom number that allows you to live a life full of joy, full of passion, full of just doing freedom, basically freedom. The end goal is to have freedom, and people always say, I want to have money to do this, to buy this, but all we're really looking for is the freedom of choices to do whatever we want, freedom to go travel if we want to, freedom to do whatever we want, right? So even though we're going through this particular period, we still have the freedom right now to connect. And if you had an online business, you would still have the freedom to be able to work and not have to wait on your employer to say, okay, you can now go back to work. But again, if you are employed, always have something on the side just for you to be able to have that freedom that give you the lifestyle that you really truly want. All right. So who am I? I've been in the recruiting and staffing industry for the past 18 years. So I've been a business owner for the past 11 years. And specifically within the recruiting and staffing industry, I had other businesses as well. And I'm also an investor in other businesses as well. But this industry, after 18 years, you kind of know it, right? You kind of know it. And by being able to create a great business. I was a one-woman show, then expanded to 44 locations worldwide, over 1,400 affiliate recruiters worldwide. And also, one of the Inc. fastest growing company in North America. All right. So this particular business allowed me to retire twice. Once at 30 years old, just being in South Beach, Miami, being bored, decided to go back to work. And then the second time, 3 years ago, while I was in New York, traveled for the last 3 years all around Bali and just relaxed, based on passive income that came through the business. Right. So so this is a millionaire club. The millionaire club is an opportunity to be part of this journey. If you want to have a lifestyle that allows you to literally work from anywhere in the world, travel from anywhere in the world, this particular industry and business will allow you to do so. So the Millionaire Recruiter Club, it's a great name. It's very catchy, but that's not the purpose. The purpose is not to make a million, although you could do it, within 3 years within the recruiting and staffing industry. But what we really want to teach you is how to have that freedom number. That freedom number is a number that says, you know what? I could do whatever I want. You know what's really funny is that I've been traveling and I've been doing everything else, and people felt that I was successful when I would sleep in sometime, and they would call me and I would be sleeping in. I think it would be noon sometime, not all the time, when I was in Bali. And that's what determines success for them. Like, wait a minute, you don't have to get up so early and to go to work. You don't have an alarm. That was success for them, which is really funny because, if those days doesn't really happen that often, because I'm usually somebody that wakes up each and every single morning and likes to work out in the morning. But that's what success meant to them. So anyway, so the freedom number is a number that allows you to do whatever the hell you want. I was consulting for a company here in Montreal, and I had to go back to using an alarm. But not being able to use an alarm for 10 years is freedom, right? Not being able to travel all around the world. I've traveled every month or every 3 months for the last 3 years, all around Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. That's freedom, right? And North America as well. So that's freedom, right? So basically getting up and saying, like, right now I'm doing this because I want to. Doing things because you want to versus because you have to. It's a freedom that I can't explain. And if anybody that knows me knows that my life is all about freedom. I love freedom. I live for freedom. That's one of my core belief system. So the same thing applies for financial freedom as well, right? To be able to spend the money and say, you know what, I want to get this. I could easily get that. Or if I want to travel to this country, you could easily go, right? So the Millionaire Recruiter Clubs helps you to understand what is your end goal, what are you looking to accomplish, what is the lifestyle that you want to accomplish. And then it creates a business and create a system that helps you achieve those particular goals. And we have many, 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 many people that have done it, that are currently part of the team that was going to help you to get this achieved. So without further ado, let's get going. So let's get into how, because it sounds great, but right now what I'm teaching is the strategy. And the strategy that I'm providing you guys is strategy that, again, work for any business. Okay, so you don't have to be in the recruiting and staffing industry. However, if you're looking for support, we are able to help you in terms of how to get there. All right. So today we'll talk about how to create an exit strategy. Right. So how many of you guys are familiar with what an exit strategy is? Okay. All right. So an exit strategy is basically having a business. Sorry. Well, first, let me just go back because we've talked about a few things yesterday, which was systemization, right? So in order for you to be able to have an exit strategy, which means to sell your business, you need to have a great system in place. Because if you have to be in the business, you don't have a business, you've got a job. Okay. If you're in the business 24 hours, 7 days a week, you don't have a business, you literally have a job. Okay. So we want to remove this from, and what we're teaching you right now is how to get away from that and to be able to, oops. Sorry about that. So what we're teaching you is how to get away from that. All right. And how to create a business that's going to allow you to have that freedom. Okay, perfect. So I'm just working on the angles right now. All right. So now again, systematization helps you to work and have a machine that works without you. All right. So millionaire recruiters have an exit strategy from the very beginning before they even start their business. Whereas poor recruiters, they barely have an entry strategy and never even consider an exit strategy. All right. So that's the difference between people that are successful and those that are not. Okay. So you must have the mindset that as you're building your business, you want to build wealth. Okay. And once you have a systematized business, you will have the choice to exit your business. All right. And when you exit your business, there are many different ways to exit your business, but at least you will have a choice and at least it will be part of your business. All right. So for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, this is video number 10. There's step-by-step videos as to how we got to where we are right now. And you could probably go to YouTube and find the other videos. But now we're talking about an exit strategy and having the choice to have an exit strategy in your business. And by being able to create a company that's systemized, that works without you, and that gives you an opportunity to exit. All right. So when you exit, you're going to have three of the following choice. One of them is you could leave a legacy for your children to take over the business. That's an option. Don't count on it though. One of the things that many people do is that they feel that, of course, my kids are going to take over the business. But nowadays, it's very important to understand that kids have a mind of their own. And I've seen many people that way. I've been to business meeting where the sons or daughters would take over a business and they would feel unhappy, but they felt that because their parents asked them to do so, that they had no choice but to work in this particular business. So it's very important that you actually ask your kids whether they even want this business before you put that as a strategy on your exit strategy. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even put it as an exit strategy, but it is an option. Okay, the reason why I say that is because, you want to make sure that whoever is in the business, they want to be part of the business. And that includes your family member. All right. So, all right. So the second option to an exit strategy, once you create a great company, is to have the business run by other people. And then you make a passive income from that. And that's what I've done. Right. So one of my business, I gave it to other people. I've merged it. I'm like, you know what, just give me the income and I'm fine. Right. So that's a great way to create passive income. And that passive income is your lifestyle. So you don't need to work anymore. All right. The third one, which I've done as well, is to sell all or parts of your business for a massive amount of money. Okay. That's a complete, strategy where, you could even go into the, billionaire club. Right? You could have a company, build it, and sell it for billions, which nowadays that's what everybody's doing. Right? So, but you have to be able to structure your business in a way that it's sellable, which is what these videos are all about. Okay. So, but the fastest way to create wealth, to get rich, is to sell your business or part of it. That's the fastest way. Once you build it in a way that it could be sold. All right. Now, one of the super wealth rule is they would say that the most lucrative product you will ever sell in your business is the business itself. Okay, that's the most lucrative product is the business itself. Okay, because we've talked about creating different products and how to get people into your company. But once they do, you have this big, huge, and company and entity. Selling it is the fastest way to being, super wealthy. All right. So how can you do that? And what are the do's and do not do? One of them is to not name your company after your name. Okay. So many people doesn't know, but my business is actually under my name, but it's not. DNA actually stands for Dorsainville, which is my last name, and Ambroise, which is my mother's last name. Okay. But it doesn't say Dorsainville and Ambroise. Although at first I did one of my mistakes starting up back in 2003, my first business for the medical recruitment that I was doing. I had this big, huge ego. Oh my God, I'm going for a business by myself. I wanted to be Dorsainville and Ambroise. And then later on, I'm like, you know what? Let's not do that, through the learning and teaching and coaching that I've had. And I've created DNA, which still stands for my name, but no one really needs to know. And DNA, it's sellable. It could mean many different things. You could always twist and change it in a marketed way in order for you to be able to sell it and for somebody else to run it. All right. So now, in order for you to create a great company as well, you need to create a great team. Okay. And of course, a great system. We talked about that. But when you're not going to be part of your business, once you're going to be exited, then you're going to have this big, huge amount of money. You need a great management team that's going to be able to carry on the work, that understand the system that you have in place in order for your business to go without you, because that is the actual goal, right? So now, have you guys ever looked up the definition of company? Does anybody know what company means or is? Yeah, corporation. Okay. Yeah, corporation. Yeah. So most of people don't know this, but a company is, if you look in the dictionary, it means a group of 3 or more people. Okay. So those of you that are solopreneur, it's a great business, but if you're looking to create super wealth, it's not, it's not the strategy. There's never been any one company that made it on by themselves. Not one in the history of mankind. You need to have a team around you, group of people, whether they're partners or managers. You need to have a group of people beside you. You cannot be by yourself. Okay. So that's what company actually means. Right. So you want to be around great mastermind, great people is going to help you move your company forward. Because as you know, we only have 24 hours in a day, and if you don't have the right support system, then you're just burning yourself out, and that's not why you want to go into the business. You don't want to be miserable, which we've all done. I've been a solopreneur for many, many years until I figured out, okay, you know what, don't do that. And I've also had a great team as well, great coach that taught me not to do what I was doing. All right, so one of the things that we've talked about before, and I'm going to stress that again, is to do your very best not to give equity in your business for people that you have not seen their work yet. Okay. So as they would say, don't give away the farm before you see the crop. Of course, give equity once people prove themselves. But people go into business and they say, you know what? You take 50, I take 50, and we're just going to work together. Next thing you know, you're basically married. You're doing most of the work. And when you sell it, you still get all this amount of money that you've worked for, right? So try and as much as possible to don't give equity. When you're going to give equity, some of the ways that you could give equity, you could give equity available for rewards, for people that are great in your team, and also as capital. You could do as a capital requirements. All right. So to keep equity available to reward your most important team members and for possible capital requirements. All right. So one of the things that you could do as well is to give equity the day that the company is going to be sold, just the day before, because they've helped you build this company and you've seen their work, you've seen that they're able to be successful. Then you give them a great check of $1 million and say thank you. Or when you got paid, your business is sold, you could write them another check because they've been part of this journey, right? But by giving equity before, you literally are you're jeopardizing yourself in terms of relying on the people's effort without actually seeing the effort. So don't start a business giving away equity until you have seen their work. All right. So again, the fastest way to create wealth is to start a business, systemize it, and sell it. Systemize it, sell it. But first, you got to start it. All right. So setting up your business to sell it, even if you're not selling it, but just starting a business and setting it up in a way that you're going to sell it will make it 10 times more stronger and more profitable even if you don't sell it, but just setting it up and starting your business that way, it's very, very important. All right. So homework for today. So what do you need to do to set up your business so that it can be sold? Some of you guys may think, you know what, I need another business. I need to find a new business because my business is not working, or you need to recreate the business model, right? So really understand, what do you need right now in order for you to be able to sell your business. All right. So just remember to choose wealth. If you're going to be in this business, hard work, choose to be wealthy, or wealth, just get a job, literally. All right. So we've talked about every single system needs to have, every single business needs to have a system, and to remove your name. Do not have a business with your name on it, because you won't be able to sell it. You'll have people, you can't really sell Ruth Consulting International, right? Ruth needs to be there, right? But if you put RD International or something else international, then maybe that could have, or you could institute, the Wealth Institute or the Millionaire Recruiter Club, right? That could easily be sold. All right. So, now today is video number 10. So we're going to review. So this is the end of a module of information in regards to how to create wealth. All right. So next week, we'll talk about how to negotiate. Okay. The art of negotiation. All right. So right now, what we've talked about so far from the 10 videos. So we've talked about to have 3 financial intention, right? One of them is to have an excellent working income, right? Massive passive income, and also to build the value of your company. All right. Number 2, we talked about how to buy or create something. So recruiting firm, sell it for more than it costs you. So that's the goal. Number 3, we talked about focusing on revenue, having your revenue up, your cash flow up, your profit up, but your expenses down, especially in this day and age. You want to make sure that you look at all those numbers and, minimize your expenses. 4, we talked about to offer higher service, higher ticket products or services. So, from a contingency, how to go from retain or having people that are paying money up front. So it's called a mutual committed relationship. So people have their skin into the game. So by being able to have higher ticket items where people are actually paying up front, allows you to be able to work intelligently, value your time, and make more profit. Number 5, we talked about how to find, if you're gonna have a low ticket items, how to find a high volume buyer. Example, if you have a corporation and you're selling, consulting services, instead of selling your consulting services to a one-on-one mom and pop shop, go to a big corporation, let's say American Express, and say, you know what, this is my courses, and sell it for, the 50,000, executive worldwide that they have, or within North America, or within the US or Canada. Right. So that's number 5. If you're going to have a low ticket item that doesn't require your time, sell it in bulk and sell it in high volume for high volume buyers. Number 6, we talked about so to use customer financing in terms of being able to pre-sell your service. So in terms of getting your money, even if you have the product and service, to be able to pre-sell your product and service before you even get it out, right? Before you even create a product, you could do that as well. So learn how to pre-sell. And again, on the videos, you'll be able to see the strategies on how to do so. Number 7, we talked about how to focus on one business at a time. Okay. It's yes, you need to have multiple streams of income, but focus on one business at a time. And once you get into a stage where you actually have somebody, you've hired somebody, that you no longer need to be there, you could just oversee, then you could start another business, but focus on your energy at one business at a time. All right. Number 8, we talked about creating an awesome team. So to have a great team around you is very, very important. So create an awesome team so that, you could actually outsource or leverage or delegate your weaknesses, or partner with other people that are much stronger in your weaknesses. So you focus on your strength, and if you're not good, let's say in finance, or if you're not good in technical stuff, you partner with other people that have those skills, and you focus mainly on sales and marketing, right? So let's give an example of an awesome team. Number 9. Oh, my fingers. Number 9, I can't close that one. All right, number 9, systemize your business so it can work without you. All right. And lastly, start your business to sell your business so you can get rich. All right. Which is what the goal is. If you're going to be in business, get rich, get wealthy, have that financial freedom number so that you could be. And, I actually enjoyed the COVID period. You get to spend so much time with your family, and wouldn't it be nice, to continue to do things this way? To be able to work from home and do whatever the hell you want. I've been doing this. Honestly, I haven't seen much change during the COVID. If anything, it allowed me to be more specific and more focused on what I'm doing. But I'm actually really enjoying this period. I think it's a great time for humanity to wake up and say, you know what? How do I really want to live my life? Do I want to go back to the stress job that I've had? Or do I want to create a life where I can literally do whatever I want? Still have to be disciplined to start a business, but you literally are focusing on creating wealth for yourself, for your family, and enjoying the process along the way, which is what I wish for each and every single one of you. All right, guys. So this is Ruth signing out, reminding you that success is in your DNA. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. See you guys on Monday.